team.
Third week in a row, this offense is 2 of 9 on third down. I know it's not one size fits all, but how crucial are those moments for these games?
Each individual week is his week, and we were 2 of 9 this week on third down, and we got to go out there and get better. In order to keep Patrick Mahomes off the field, you like to be able to convert some of those. That'll help. That would affect time of possession. That would affect some of the plays they get on our defense. That can also affect the scoreboard. So every individual week, that's something we got to get better at. And we'll go work on those things, get those better.
Run game was pretty bottled up throughout majority of the 4 quarters. What were you kind of seeing their defense do to kind of bottle that up a little bit?
They did a nice job of stemming to some jam fronts. Nice job getting us some 25 fronts, doing some different things in the under. Nice job of sending some saw zeros, being able to get us some pressures and things of that nature. They just did a nice job. You got to give Spags a lot of credit for what he's able to do, able to force the issue, trying to make you pass the ball, not allowing you to run. Didn't let Bijan and Algier get going. Great job by those guys. Hats off.
Coach, we were just on the phone with the league office. They said the third down play was a judgment call on the field. They didn't see the pass interference. It looked like it was clearly pass interference on the replay.
I like my money, Led.
Huh?
I like my money that
Well,
Arthur Blank gives me.
For another play, you don't have to get fined for that.
Yeah, you do. I'm very smart enough to be aware enough to talk about officials. They made the call or they didn't make the call. It is what it is. We had a chance to win the football game on the last play of the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coach, what went into your assessment and decision to go for it there on fourth down late in the fourth quarter as opposed to taking the field goal and relying on your defense to get you the ball back?
I was in 4-down territory for a while there. We were going out there to win this football game. We didn't come here to tie. We didn't come here to lose. We didn't come here to hope we win. We didn't come here to allow Patrick Mahomes to work his magic. We came here to win the football game on our terms, and I lost it. So I'll take that medicine all day.
Coach, the second week in a row, 2 of 9 on third down. What's happening there?
He just missed that question, Led. Every week in a row, every week is very different. This week we were not allowed to get our third downs. They did a nice job. You want to be able to do those things and convert those so you can have time of possession differences. You can have more conversions, more runs, more opportunities at it. And all those things were affected by the game and the outcome.
Right here in the second row. When you go down 2 offensive linemen, does that change your play calling from a perspective?
You can't. You got to trust your guys. You got to believe in your guys. You got to go out there and execute your game plan. It's the reason it's called the team. You believe in your guys. You go out there and you do it. You rely heavily on the guys that's out there as veterans and that are able to do it. You're decisive in your decisions and you go make them and you live with them.
Speaking of that, the last third and fourth down there, the short runs.
Yes.
Would you feel good about those play calls, or would you like to do those over given the result?
Obviously, you don't feel good about them now. They didn't work, right? But you run one up the middle with Tyler Algier. You don't get it. You get knocked back. You get no yards in that play, and you get one on fourth down with Bijan, and you get no yards in that play. So you don't like the calls. You don't like the results. But, that was our plan. And we were decisive. We called them. We were very aggressive. And we lost the football game.
In general, did you feel like you'd have a little more success running the ball than you did against them today?
We really did. We thought we'd have more success. They did a nice job of stemming some zero packages and some palms looks and being able to get a bunch of people at the line of scrimmage. They did a nice job shooting some gaps, making some plays. They're a good football team. Bolton did a really nice job of being able to shoot the gap and really make some plays. All those guys. Chris Jones, this was Chris Jones. And, that's a good football team. That is a very good football team. And they were able to come out today and bow up and stop the run. And vice versa. We were not. They ran the ball pretty well.
Overall, were you pleased with the play of your defense?
It's hard to say you're pleased with the play of your defense. You don't choose sides up here. You don't pat people in the back for losses. We're not here to do that. We played well enough to give ourselves a chance to win the football game, but there's always things you can do better.
How do you assess where your ball club is at? Each of these being 1-score games in the first 3.
We're 1 and 2. It's pretty easy. The record assesses it for you.
Does the fact that you have division opponents in the next 2 weeks salve some of that because you sort of have an opportunity in front of you to get right back in?
We got the pen in our hand, and we can't worry about the next 2 weeks. We gotta just apply on and be focused on the next opponent, which happens to be a Southern opponent, and we'll prepare ourselves and go out there and play that football game. Good night, man.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.